Ladies and gents, this improv story is based on an idea. Person buys a cactus, let story commence. There was this woman called Mary, and she wanted a plant for her house. Something a bit different. She had a flowery plant. She had a plant that sort of came down off the sort of mantelpiece. She had one that looked like a wee tree. She wanted something else. A Venus flytrap. That'd be, nah, too wee. What about one of the pictured plants? One of the, no, it's got to be all hot for all that. Hot? Cactus? No, it's got to be hot, isn't it? No, it's no. No, it's not. People have cactuses or cacti. Cacti all the time. I'm going to get a cactus. So she went and bought a cactus. She went to a shop and said, so you can have these, like in this climate. She was in Glasgow. Yes, of course. Alright, so she bought it. And she took it home, and there was this water drought. It had never happened before. There was this heat wave. It dried up all the lochs. There was no water. And she was so you weren't allowed to drink water. Not only that, the government had put too much chlorine in the water to try and get rid of, to try and combat coronavirus. And she didn't want to drink it. Not only that, there were some nutters that were actually putting coronavirus in the water supply. So they had to shut it off. And there was a drought. Basically, she had no water. And she didn't want to buy water at the shops because everybody was talking about don't buy like water out of the bottles because it's bad for the environment. Not only that, they're putting coronavirus and the vaccine, both. You've got the nutters that are sticking the coronavirus in it, and they're infiltrating the place where they bottle the water, you know, like wherever it is, France or somewhere in Scotland. They're infiltrating it. And you've got one side, on nutters on one side putting coronavirus in it, and nutters on the other side putting a kind of special type of vaccine in it. Not the government, but secret sort of stuff. You know, you're meant to allow people to do it. You don't force them to do it. So it's just a fucking, it's just mad. It was like, just stay away from the water. So she was like, where am I going to get water for? God, I'm so thirsty. This is like being in a desert. And then she went, wait a minute. I know. And she went up to her cactus. And she took a knife. And she thought, where's the water in a cactus? What is it? Do you eat it like a melon? Or does water spill out it like a coconut? You know, like the liquid inside a coconut, milk, whatever you would call it. Take a knife. So she took a knife down the cactus, but then her horn jagged and, you know, touched the cactus, the spikes, and she went, ah! And her horn went back like that, you know, kind of recoiled away from it, and the knife went right in her eye. And she popped her eye. And she went, oh no! And then she dropped the knife and it landed right in her foot and actually, like, kind of crucified her to the flare, in a sense. The knife just went like bang and nailed her foot to the floor like Jesus on the cross. And she had, you know, her horn cut there. And she had her eye cut. She looked like the state that fucking Jesus was in after the fucking Romans had their wicked way. Well, and so she died. And the police came in and they had a look about. And they saw lying there where she'd been lying there. She'd been lying there for 40 days and 40 nights without water. And, you know, like Jesus. And she was lying there with the foot with a hole in it. The horn that was sort of bloody. The cut in the eye, which sort of, you know, the blood because the way she was lying looked like sort of blood there, you know, like kind of crown of thorns type of thing. And the cactus fell on her, so like it stuck to her, so it was like thorns, you know, like a crown of thorns. And you know what the post said? He went, Jesus Christ. The end. Now let's go on with that puzzle game. Got to go fast. Thanks again. Thanks for the sub. Ian Q Blank, thank you very much for 28-month 3 subs. Thank you very fucking much. Thanks, everybody. That was a good one. What's that? 6 out of 10? Fuck off. 3 out of 10. You're in a bad mood. I know it's Monday, but don't take it out on me. That was not a 3 out of 10. And that was a true story. How do I know? See, that the policeman, the forensic guy, who said, Jesus Christ, I overheard him talking about that to his pals in this Polish pub. There's this pub that I go to where the Polish sort of hang about. I don't know why. I think it's round the corner from where a police station used to be, but now it's there anymore, but they still go there. Thing is, you can take coke right in front of them. You can take coke right in front of them. They don't do anything because they don't want to get everybody on the office about, oh, what the police doing in here. So they actually overcompensate by no lifting a fucking finger. Somebody could get stabbed. Somebody could be getting stabbed right in front of them. They wouldn't even intervene like a normal human would. They just go, nah, I don't want to look like them. Hey, you stop that. I'm the police, remember? You know what I mean? CG Wright, thanks for the sub. Almost a big 30 life as a roller coaster. Just got to ride it. Oh, fucking Ronan, man. Angie Watt, thanks for the sub. Blue Shift, thanks for 200 bits. Getting a one on YouTube. Here, check this out. The mic. The mic's in the way. The mic's in it. I would have got that if it wasn't for the mic. Don't worry, I'm not going to do Rubik's Cube. Section 3, paragraph 3, don't get involved. Section 3, paragraph 2, point 1, don't get involved Act, Scotland 1974 says that if you